So family, Karrueche and Yachty, these two have been going back and forth like a married couple, family. And to be honest, it's petty on both sides. All right, you got one side who is saying I signed a bad deal, you using me, you cheating me, you doing this, you doing that, and you got another side that's saying, bro, you just a spoiled brat and you used to having everything your way. What you're claiming I'm doing, I'm not doing none of it. Now, again, family, it is petty. It is some petty going on. But let's cover it, all right? Because it spilled onto DJ Akademiks' stream last night. Now, it lasted like 2-3 hours. We don't have time for all that. We're going to go through some clips. Let's actually pull up, let's see what clips we got at Karrahboo. Karrahboo is signed to Lil Yachty's record label, Concrete. Karrahboo and Yachty, again, got into a disagreement, and it led to Karrahboo wanting to be put off the label. And at one time, Yachty was going to let her go essentially scot-free. Now, what happened was Yachty spoke with some real executives, and they explained to him, you would be sped if you built this artist to the point you've gotten them to, and you just let them go free. That would be dumb. So he didn't let her out the deal, but he's willing to let her be bought out the deal. Anyway, let's check it out starting here. Karrahboo calls out Lil Yachty for allegedly keeping her trapped in a toxic label deal. All right, now she threw these tweets up. She stated, you have a daughter and you treating women like this is mind-blowing. Like, I know you never see her, but still that doesn't make sense how evil this man is to women. Parentheses, not just me. Now, I do want to start with this. Karrahboo is really trying to paint a picture of Yachty being this abuser, and we'll speak about it more, okay? And notice, if you're not watching the stream, you're just listening, I air quoted when I said abuser, right? Okay. I'm tired of y'all trying to bully me, and I'm tired of y'all digging this man because he is a big artist with a lot of money. Y'all believe in everything he says. He said he dropped me. I'm still signed. He said he will show y'all receipts of me on 900K. Laughing my ass off. Where they at? We still waiting. I told him to put it on his kid that he wrote all my songs. He ain't respond. I'm a mean person is crazy as well. Everyone I meet has nothing but nice things to say about me. This shit annoying as fuck. And it's taken up a year of my life and it's evil as fuck. We are now on month 11 of Lil Yachty keeping me in the deal just to be petty and keep me from releasing music and moving on with my life. Guess the line on my name, trying to turn everyone against me because I wanted out of toxic environment wasn't enough. Now, family, again, this conversation lasted hours. I'm going to give you the synopsis of it all within the next 3 to 4 minutes. So, Yachty and Karrahboo both called into Akademiks' stream, which we will check out some clips of. And Akademiks pushed back on some of the things Karrahboo was saying. One thing Karrahboo said was she signed to a bad deal. Akademiks asked her to explain. She really couldn't. She could not explain the terms of her deal or why it was a bad deal. All she would say is, and maybe we find that clip so you know I'm not just yapping. My lawyer told me, he asked, why would you ever sign a deal like this? That's what her lawyer told her after she signed the deal and he's going through it. So Akademiks said, well, did you have a lawyer present when you signed the deal? She was like, yeah, but, Yachty told me we're a family and, this is how we build trust and loyalty and you got to believe in me and all this. Like she gaslighted, right? She really did. She hit the gaslight. But Yachty is not innocent in this as well, okay? Yachty is far from innocent. Now, Yachty does have to understand, when you have an artist, a lot of artists come with ego. Now, if you want to say Karrahboo doesn't deserve to have this ego, fine and dandy, but sometimes that ego you have early like that bravado is what builds you to be what you become. You know what I mean? For example, when Rick Ross said he made the song Hustling, he said, of course, nigga, I ain't know the real Noriega ain't like, I'm saying shit, but I'm trying to will it into existence. He's spoken about that kind of stuff in interviews. So what I'm saying is, if you got an artist who's feeling herself, acting like she the biggest, yeah, let her kind of get that energy off, because that might also translate into the booth. But if you want to be the kind of exec, and I'm speaking about Yachty, that's like, you think you this? You think you that? Nah, I need to humble you, which he literally told her in text messages, like, you got an attitude, your head too big, you treat people like shit, you need to relax, you need to calm down. Most amazing artists treat people like shit. Like, what great artists don't treat people like shit? Like, that's what great artists do. You treat people like shit and you make great music. That's how you get away with it. Anyway, enough of me yapping some. Let's go through some of these clips, right? Okay, let's see here.
Fuck all the cap, bro. This woman is crazy. See what I'm saying?
Now, that's starting with Yachty. I would prefer to start with Karrahboo. I would prefer to start with Karrahboo because she called first. So we got this first, all right? After Karrahboo's crash out, her few tweets, which if we don't see it in the clip, I do want to say this. Karrahboo did apologize for bringing Yachty's daughter into the mix. She did apologize for that. She said that was wrong. Yachty even apologized for his lives beforehand when he kind of leaked that he wrote their lyrics. Anyway, I don't want to overyap. Let's check out Yachty here.
Like doing this type shit. I don't even go in here and talk about nothing. I don't bother nobody. I don't come on here. I don't tweet. I barely post outfits. I stay out the way. I don't, you know what I'm saying? People have their opinions on me. And it is what it is. It doesn't bother me any. I do my own thing. But when you go on, you speak about my kid, you saying you talking about some, oh, you don't, like, it was no reason to even bring up my child, who's in Europe right now with me. See what I'm saying? Like,
so, by the way, so you understand what's going on, Yachty's currently on tour in Europe, and he's saying he has his daughter with him. He started a tour. He's going to be in Europe for like a month, and he's saying he got his kid with him.
What are you even talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just saying things, right? The truth is that you don't have music, and that's why you're not putting out music. It's not that I'm holding you from dropping your music. You have music. See what I'm saying? No one is like, because realistically, if you put out music, it wouldn't hurt me. Like, I still want you to do your thing. It doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? But like, when you on the internet making this narrative that I'm like, oh, I'm terrible to all women.
It's close to being done, but you got to essentially stop crashing out on the internet, okay? We looked at those tweets already. So let's check out some of this Karrahboo family. I'm going to try not to drag it, all right? Let's check out some of this.
So on the fifth time he did it, I told him if he does it again, we had like an apology after, and he's like crying. I'm sorry. So I'm like, okay, if you do it again, like, I'm just gonna leave, because like, you're playing with my emotions and my job. Like, this is my career, it's my life. So he said he definitely understood, and he wasn't gonna do that anymore. So we got into an argument, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm usually nice, but sometimes I do be losing my temper when I feel like I'm just being fucked with, like, and I was not. It was a lot of fucked up shit going on, like weird shit going on, and I started realizing it all at the same time. And I did go off on, I went off on like this tour manager guy one day, and that's that's the day, but it's like we were already arguing the day before, me and Bo, about some other shit. But that day, he asked me to come outside, like, trying to be back friends and shit. I didn't want to. Then he's like, oh, I got a private jet, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I won't. I'm just going to get my own flight. So I'm saying it in the group chat. And I'm like, it's like a tour group chat. And I was like, I need to get my flight info. Do I need to get the flight myself? I need to know, because, like, I'm a girl. I have to get my hair done and shit. I need to know, like, what time. It's like 2 days before. The day after that, I'm asking again. I'm like, yo, hello, like, why do y'all always ignore me? Like, I feel like I'm not being heard. I feel like I have to spaz to be heard. Like, I just started kind of going off. But I wasn't talking about at all. and he inserts, like, he comes in the group chat with like a bunch of people from tour, like people we don't know and shit, like staff, and starts cussing me out. And I posted the screenshots before, but he's basically like, you're a loser ass bitch, like, shut the fuck up. I can find it and read it, but and after that, I call him.
I hate pausing, but like we have to.
Sorry if I'm like all over the place too. It's just like,
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I have so much to say.
Because you said, and I take a few exceptions to it, and I do want you to explain. I think this is a simple. Artist A is not getting along with artist B. Artist B happens to sign artist A. All that's needed is a new label or a new situation to remediate this with a new contract and buy you out, and you could go do what you want to do. You can rep whatever you want to rep. But I'm finding like there's a lot of other things that might be involved, and even when you speak about it, like I took exception. I'm like like the way you describe Yachty, you're describing him like an abuser. You all right?
Not a physical abuser. He's never ever hit me or anything like that. Nothing weird. He would never, like, I don't see him ever like losing his temper enough to put his hands on a woman.
Yeah, but the way you describe him, even when you say you have a daughter, it's like you're saying that his view or how he treats women seems to be in a very, maybe misogynistic or just a way that is demeaning.
I do think that. And also, by the way, I wasn't trying, I would never talk mean about a baby, especially her. Like, I think she's beautiful, gorgeous, fly baby. Like, I would never talk about a baby. All I was saying is, like, this is something my dad brought up to me. He asked me this, like, he said, doesn't he?
And one thing I gotta say about Karrahboo, she throws out these allegations, she puts these things on people, but when people give her a little pushback, she don't really stand on it. She, I was just saying, the only reason I thought about this because of this. Now, even in this conversation, and I'm going to show you another time she does it because I don't think they're going to show when she speaks about the contract. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull up Akademiks last stream. Let me see. What is it? The Academy. Let's see if it's still over there. Yeah, it is. So we're going to finish this clip, but I want you to hear, her explain why she thinks she's in a bad deal, family, okay?
You have a daughter? And I said, yes. And he says, me and about a baby, especially her, like, I think she's beautiful, gorgeous, fly baby. Like, I would never talk about a baby. All I was saying is, like, this is something my dad brought up to me. He asked me this, like, he said, doesn't he have a daughter? And I said, yes. And he says, so why does he treat women like this? And that, like, kind of, like, stuck with me, like, why do you? Like, I wasn't trying to talk bad about his daughter. I would never do that. Like, and I do apologize for even bringing it up, honestly.
Okay.
Like, I'm honestly just, like, I acted out of emotion yesterday, but...
Do you think, and this is a genuine question, do you think...
Okay.
Like, that shit crazy, bro.
So, now we got Yachty's calling in, right? Now, again, you got to remember, both conversations he had with both artists were at least an hour long. So we're only getting a quick clip of it, but I did listen to the majority of it. And essentially, family, long story short, these two both are very petty. Yachty is currently holding her, waiting for some of his jewelry to be returned. Like, he gave her some jewelry to wear, and now since she's starting to act out, he wants his jewelry back. Pretty petty if you ask me. You're talking about Karrahboo, who probably got $5,000 to a name, to an artist who probably got $20 million to his name. Speaking about some, little jewelry that you gave to in the beginning, you obviously wouldn't, the top shelf jewelry you have. You was giving her some you didn't mind her having or wearing. Anyway.
Fuck all the cap, bro. This woman is crazy. See what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy, bro. Like, fuck all that other shit, bro. That shit crazy. I'm talking about talk people crazy. I'm talking about spitting on people. All that weak, weird shit, bro. Like, niggas be fooled by this whole internet antics, bro. She's wicked. See what I'm saying? Like, but that's neither here nor there. None of that shit even matters. The point is, like, bro, the victimizing shit is lame, bro. It's lame, bro. The more of the story is, she took steps that made her look crazy, right? She went on that tour, showed her ass, started going viral for it, put out certain tracks, did certain features, looked crazy, and she blamed me. Blame me. I'm not the one who be on that stage fucking looking crazy.
Hold on,
See what I'm
now.
saying?
I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit. Maybe her thought is, well, Yachty, you ain't had to tell people I wasn't writing the shit now. So now you
Yeah,
said that.
and I
makes
own
me
that.
look.
But I own that. I crashed up, right? And I told her that in real life, in real time to her face. That shit was lame as hell. I shouldn't have did it. That was lame. That was some lame shit. I told her that.
That was lame, family. You know what he's talking about, right? When Lil Yachty essentially exposed that he's running for the whole damn camp, it was like, Yachty, you know why people like most artists is because they think that these artists are writing their own music. Lil Yachty writes. Let me see. And we're gonna go right back to it.
Lil Yachty just revealed the truth. So viral after revealing what's in the concrete.
You talk to people crazy. You tell people that they are nothing. You tell people.
And even if we're looking at this, family, this is like 8 months ago. He's spinning them same damn bars right now. Like, bro, you ain't got over this shit, bro. This was a whole year ago. You still talking about her. Okay, she spit on a nigga a year ago. Let that shit go, twin.
Talk to people crazy. You tell people that they are nothing. You tell people you're gonna spit on them. You tell people they poor.
And y'all remember this freestyle?
Ain't no nigga that I trust to knock off the dust. Walker got sack under my arm, cause stacking up a mud.
Well, Yachty revealed that he was the real one who wrote it and planned it.
I wrote that fucking verse when we went on the radar. I put you last on purpose, so everyone would say, who the fuck is that girl?
Sent them money for some pints, but I ain't shipped not one. It's Karrahboo.
Now that is Yachty's actual, reference right here.
I won. It's Karrahboo. I'm not the two. You gotta know I'm up.
That nigga even leaked the reference. He said, you know what? That nigga said,
today I got time, cuz.
like, damn, Yachty, that's how you felt?
And I'm a man enough to be like, yeah, that shit was lame. Same with the whole artist shit with the clothes. That shit was lame. I told them that. But this not shit I gotta disclose to like nobody else. I told these people to their face. Like, I did some lame shit, man. I apologize to y'all. I done told these people this shit. See what I'm saying? And I say it on here because it's true. You know what I'm saying? I crashed out. I was in my feelings. Shit was gay. You feel me? But, nigga, what the fuck else? What the fuck else are we talking about?
Yeah.
By the way, that changes nothing. You wrote a song. Boo fucking who? What does that change? If you hard, go be hard then.
I mean, how does this shit get resolved? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I think...
Bro, it's resolved easy, bro. I get my shit. I signed a deal. I don't speak about you. I haven't spoken about you. I won't speak about you.
So you heard what he said. You give me my shit, I signed the deal. This nigga talking about a pair of goddamn earrings. This nigga talking about a pair of goddamn earrings, family. That's what he need back. Mind you, Karrahboo says she's already turned in all the, majority of the jury to the lawyer to give to Yachty. All right?
See what I'm saying? She just said that he added more shit to the deal. You damn right I'm adding in and stop speaking on me. Because every day I wake up, you're speaking on me.
Okay, so if she gives you your shit back, if she gives you your shit back,
bro, she gave my
and
shit back, I'm
agrees to not speak on you, like, we don't need to know the deal terms.
I get nothing. I'm not here to. I get nothing from this. I'm not in this to hold her up. It's not like I'm getting any money. It's not funny to me. I don't get a laugh out of it. I get nothing from this. See what I'm saying? I don't get nothing from this. You know me, nigga. You on here, you playing DJ Akademiks right now, nigga. Me, you talk for real.
No. I know. Listen. Trust me. When I first spoke to you, but I got to be fair. Like, when I first talked to you, you were dealing with this situation as somebody, like, I was even surprised you even came on here and spoke like somebody's an executive, because when I spoke to you, you spoke like an artist. You were like, I can't deal with certain type of personality. Fuck the money. Fuck all of that. I don't want this person near me. And I was just like, well, that's not how the industry works. Like, you can't just, like, you've done a lot of work. Like, you literally made them a thing that the culture cares about. That has some inherent value, and nobody would be dumb enough to...
Okay, real quick, because we're not going to overdrag this topic. Let me see if we can find.
He's this shit.
A star.
Okay.
That
So
Like, this is something my dad brought up to me. He asked
type of tone, especially talking to your artist, that kind of sounds crazy. You're right, but visible name is
not a copyright strike.
I just want to hear one part.
saying that your work.
I'm not got.
Well, here's the thing. So, I think why this conversation is also good is because.
Mm.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I've seen a lot of starter contracts for artists.
Okay, right here. We right on it. Hold on.
3 or 4.
And he was like, what the fuck? Like, why are you trying me like I'm not loyal?
Oh yeah, right here. All right, family.
No one knew you. So, like, what about that contract you felt was, or maybe your lawyers have told you, like, whoa.
I don't know. Like, it is what it is. But, like, I appreciate you talking to me, though. And at the end of the day, I shouldn't have signed that contract. And that's
all right, perfect. So she's now going into speaking about, this is just one example I want you to get, right? And you can make your mind up about how you feel about it. To me, I think she kind of conniving. That's just me. I don't think she just keep it 100. But at the same time, I think Yachty the same, if I'm being honest. You know, they both try to make themselves seem better in the situations when both of them, bottom line, mad petty. Let's check out this last situation about her speaking about the record label, the record deal Yachty put her in. Let's check it out.
on me. And so I got to deal with that shit. And
What you mean you
this
should have
shit
signed
just
that
waits
contract?
I signed a bad contract, and that's okay. Like, I fucked up, and I learned from that shit. And now I have a great lawyer.
What do you mean a bad contract?
Huh?
What do you mean a bad contract?
My contract is not like a good one. It's not a good contract. It's really bad. It's embarrassing.
Now again, and yeah, I'm so glad Akademiks is going to kind of keep pressing it. He asks specifically, why is it a bad deal? You know, a lot of people will be able to tell you, well, I signed a 360. Oh, I signed a signing bonus for 20,000, but they own 85% of my royalties. Like, they'll give you reasoning behind why it's a bad deal. Let's continue.
No,
I should have signed a juice thing.
Say again?
I was better off signing the could have been. Like, for real.
You're hilarious. No, I gotta ask you about that because, so here's the thing. You were a new artist. I didn't know who you were, right? Just like the other people in Concrete. A new artist contract is never gonna be, like, right now, of course, you get a way better contract than if you signed back then. No one knew you. So, like, what about that contract you felt was, or maybe your lawyers have told you, like, whoa.
No, my lawyer told me this is the worst contract he's ever seen.
Did he tell you?
And he said he doesn't know how I signed it. He doesn't know why I signed it.
Did you have a lawyer
And he
then
said
when you
it's a
signed it or
fucking
not?
mess. I did, but Boat was telling me, like, she's just money hungry. That's why she told you not to sign it. Like, she doesn't get longevity and loyalty and, like, friendship, and, like, she doesn't understand. And I would never, like, give you bad contract. You're my best friend, but I don't even know why you would question my loyalty. Like, I don't know.
So you felt he gaslit you into signing this contract?
I'm not about to say that because I went with it. So, like, it is what it is. Like, it's you live and you learn. But, like, I'm not gonna lie, that's what happened. Like, the lawyer told me not to sign it, and I told him, and he was like, "What the fuck? Like, why are you trying me? Like, I'm not loyal. Like, I don't know."
Without
It's just
exposing
like,
too much, do you know or remember anything about it? Be like, yo, yeah, that's wild. I can't believe this nigga wants my publishing. Like, did he?
No, for sure. I've definitely thought all those things, but
Wait, he took all your
just, like,
publishing?
gave me this speech. All my publishing, not all of it, no. Wait, I don't know. I don't really remember, honestly. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I didn't.
So you signed a bad deal, but you don't remember, you don't know.
This nigga was clearly lying.
God damn! Like, why are you trying to make him look just so villainous? Like, you know what I mean? Just keep it 100.
I didn't, like, look that shit through good enough. Like, I didn't understand it, and I didn't ask for it to be explained well enough because...
Do you know how many albums?
Nigga, I ain't gonna lie to you, and I hate to keep pausing. It ain't no damn excuse for this no more, family. Nigga, it is 2000. It's the big 2025. The big 25. Nigga, Artists have been getting screwed out of record deals since the 60s. You telling me a whole 85 years later your ass is still falling for the same? Especially in a day and age when you barely even need a label, and you saying you didn't even read it, and now you calling it a bad deal, man. Shame on your ass.
Well, okay, it said 1 plus 4 or 5, right? So I asked Bo, I'm like, she said this is like too much or whatever. He's like, what the fuck? Like, it's only 1, and then the rest are optional to you. But that's not true. So
Yeah, that's probably not true. It's optional to him. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I've seen a lot of starter contracts for artists. 1 plus 3 or 4 are usually what they start with. If they could get you 1 plus 10, they'll give you. But they'll usually do 1 plus 3 or 4. So if you did 1 plus 5, that might have been a little bit heavy-handed. I can't lie.
And the truth was, it was a 1 through 4, and Yachty didn't even get his 1. She never released an album. So you got that. All right, family. I think we drug Karrahboo and Yachty enough. What else we got? What else do we have, family? How y'all Friday night going? Are y'all turning up tonight? Who's calling my phone? Who's calling that shit? What's happening? Let's go into let's hit Fusion versus Trippie Redd real quick, man. I ain't gonna lie.